Hi, I'm Larry Janeski, and I'm a contractor. In the old days of advertising, there was considerable risk. I mean, if I spent $10,000 on a radio campaign, on a TV campaign, on a direct mail campaign, or anything, a billboard, there was a chance that I could spend my money and not get any leads. I mean, I have literally spent $10,000 on a radio campaign and got one lead, or $15,000 on a TV campaign and got 2 leads. And yeah, sure, my friends say they saw me on TV, but 2 leads, it's costing me $7,500 a lead. It's just a total bust. So let's talk about allowable costs when it comes to marketing. So let's say I get 10 leads, and I give these 10 leads to my salesman, Ryan. Okay, Ryan is my salesman, and here he is. He goes out, he does his best to sell those 10 leads, and he comes back with $30,000 worth of business. Okay, so what we track is average dollar per lead, which is total sales in a period divided by total leads run in a period. And we get a number, and it's $3,000. So every time I give Ryan a lead, he gets $3,000 of business on average, whether he sells it or not, on average $3,000. Okay, so now if my company average ADL, so my company ADL is, let's say it's $3,000, which would be very good. It depends on the industry that you're in. Different industries are going to have different numbers associated with them. And I wanted to spend an average of 8% on marketing. Okay, and if you want to grow, you should be spending 8% or more on marketing. If you're a new company, it's actually going to be more than that. So 8%, so that means I can spend $240 per lead that gets run. So every time Ryan has an appointment that sets and is completed, I can pay $240 on average because I know he's getting $3,000 worth of business on average, and that's 8%. So $240. Well, I need to generate leads at or below my allowable cost. This is my allowable cost. So if I can get leads for $240 or less, on average, I'm doing great. If I can get them for less than that, then I'm doing better. If it costs me more than that, I'm doing a little worse. If you really want to grow your company, one trap you don't want to fall into is to say, I want to spend as little as possible on marketing. Because think about that. That rationale is out the window. If we want to spend as little as possible on marketing, just don't spend anything on marketing and you'll go out of business. So what we want to do is get leads at or below our allowable cost. That's our goal. It's not to spend zero on marketing or spend as little as possible on marketing. If you want to spend as little as possible, you're going to be missing leads out in the marketplace. If you want to get as many leads for your service as possible, you have to think about allowable cost. The other thing you have to think about is risk. If I spent $2,400 on a given advertising campaign, am I going to get 10 leads? If I don't, then it's going to cost me more than my allowable cost. I have that risk, and let me tell you, with radio and TV and direct mail, it's significant risk because it could be a bust. What if I were to tell you that there were a way that you could generate lots of leads from the most important advertising medium on the planet right now and into the future, the internet, at or below your allowable cost? What if I told you there was no risk whatsoever because you don't pay a dime unless you get a lead? And what you pay is about half or less than your allowable cost of a typical home repair contractor. I know. I generated over 7,000 of those leads for my own company last year, and we've generated over 200,000 leads for contractors like you all across North America last year. This is real.